Hello, my fiery Aries friends. Welcome. Now, if you're here for the usual horoscope about lucky days and big career moves, well, this is going to be a little different. See, in 2026, the universe is asking something else from you, something way deeper. So I want you to take a deep breath, forget everything you think you know about your sign, and let's get into the real story of your year. Just let that sink in for a second. Picture it. You're the strongest warrior there is. You're powerful, you're determined, you are an unstoppable force. But you're not fighting another warrior. You're fighting a river. And every single bit of your incredible strength, all that power, is just spent slashing at the water. And you know what happens? You just get exhausted and the river just keeps on flowing. That feeling of fighting an enemy you can't hit, of using your greatest strengths only to get more and more frustrated. My friends, that right there, that is your central challenge for the year ahead. So how in the world do you navigate this? How do you win a fight you can't fight? Well, the answer comes from a different kind of wisdom. There's an ancient story that I think perfectly captures the lesson of your year, a lesson about a completely new kind of power. You can just feel that monk's frustration, can't you? I mean, that's that Aries energy right there. He's doing everything right. He's being proactive, he's taking action, he's fast, he's determined, he sees the prize, and he goes for it with everything he has. Sound familiar? And right there, that's the whole issue, isn't it? The method doesn't match the goal. Using brute force, the power of a bull, doesn't really work when what you want is something delicate and beautiful. The master sees that the monk's effort, his trying so hard, is actually the very thing pushing the prize away. So pay attention to what the master does here. Or maybe more importantly, what he doesn't do. He doesn't try to run faster, he doesn't jump higher, he does the exact opposite. He just stops. He creates a space of peace, of stillness. He changes his own energy first. And there you have it. The prize wasn't caught, it was attracted. It came on its own, willingly, as soon as the chasing stopped. See, the master's power wasn't in his action, it was in his stillness. So here's the big takeaway, the thing I really want you to hear. Your superpower, that incredible drive, that go, go, go attitude that you're so famous for, well, in 2026, it might actually be the very thing getting in your way. The universe is asking you, gently, to learn the wisdom of the master. Okay, so how do we actually do this? I mean, how do you stop being the bull when it's your absolute nature? The first step is understanding this really powerful idea from Daoist philosophy. This is so key. Wu Wei isn't about being lazy or just giving up. Not at all. It's about smart action. Think about it. It's the difference between trying to swim upstream against a super strong current versus just turning around and letting that same current carry you exactly where you needed to go, only way faster and with way less effort. So your whole year really boils down to this one big choice. On one side, you've got the trap. That's your default instinct, right? To push, to force, to attack every problem head on. But on the other side, that's the solution. To flow, to allow things to unfold, and to realize that your own personal magnetism is going to be infinitely more powerful than your muscle this year. Here's your practical guide. Think of this as your new playbook. Whenever you feel that familiar fire rising up, that urge to just bust down the door, just for a second, pause, take one breath, and ask yourself that one simple question. Am I being the bull right now? And then see if you have the courage to just take one step back and watch what happens when you create a little space for the butterfly to land. All right, let's switch gears a bit. Let's see how this exact same wisdom applies to another huge area of your life, your relationships. Because this isn't just about getting what you want, it's about totally changing how you connect with people. So, another quick story to guide us. Imagine this scene. You've got this super smart professor, an expert in his field, and he comes to a Zen master to learn. But the master starts by doing something that just seems crazy. He starts pouring tea into a cup that's already full, just letting it spill all over the table. And boom, there it is, a life-changing lesson in a single sentence. You can't receive anything new if you're already full of your own ideas, your own plans, your own need to be right. Real learning and, real connection, it requires a little bit of emptiness first. Look, as an Aries, you are a natural-born captain. You lead, you direct, you take charge of the ship, and that is an amazing gift. But in 2026, the people in your life, they don't need a captain. They need a mirror. They need someone who can just reflect them back to themselves, someone who can truly see them and hear them without an agenda. So how do we do that? How do we empty our cup? Well, it starts with something called deep listening. And this isn't just being quiet while somebody else talks. It's listening without already forming your answer in your head. It's about letting go of that need to control the conversation and instead just letting their words fill that empty space. When you do this, you stop trying to manage the relationship and you start actually experiencing it. And the connection you'll find, it's going to be deeper than you ever thought possible. So we've talked about effortless action with your goals and becoming a mirror in your relationships. What's the big picture here? What's the final, ultimate lesson of 2026 for you?
See, the world already knows you can climb mountains. You have absolutely nothing left to prove in that department. The strength, the courage, the determination, trust me, everyone sees it. But the real test this year, it isn't out there.
No, it's an inside job. It's about learning to become the master of the very source of your power, your incredible, passionate inner fire. Because that fire, it can create, but man, it can also destroy. This is the question for your year. Your fire is your gift. It's not good or bad. It's just powerful. And in 2026, you're gonna learn to handle it with wisdom. Are you gonna use it to push and to force, or to attract and to connect? Will it be your weapon, or will it be your warmth? The choice, my dear Aries friend, is all yours.